Hello and welcome to the Precipice podcast. It's awesome to have you with us today. Here at Precipice, we believe that we are redefining success and helping you become more effective and efficient at what you do.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, welcome to Precipice. My name is Mtoko Kumete, and I'm here with Ross Griffin. And so, we're the guys behind Precipice. And so, Precipice, I think, just briefly, is two guys who have come together to try and share the little knowledge that they've amassed and also learn new and greater things together and try to share that with the world. We don't think that we know everything, but we do know that we have the ability to learn and we have the ability to share what we have learned. And so we're so glad that you are joining us as we go on this journey to see what life can be for you and I, and how we can become better people in the long run. We are not just called to live life for the mundane or just live for the everyday, but we're called to live life to the fullest. And that's our heart, and that's what we believe in. And so for a moment, I wonder if we could be able to introduce ourselves. And so I'm going to ask Ross. Ross, who are you? Tell us more about you.
Yeah, so how's it, guys? My name's Ross. I think before I talk too much about myself, let's just talk how this thing happened.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. So I've been into productivity for quite a while, and I put up a website saying I was a productivity coach. I've literally never coached anyone in productivity, and Mtoko came across this thing and he was like, I should contact this guy and we should do something together. Yeah. And since then we've been doing Instagram videos, and we sort of felt that the type of content that we were doing wasn't suitable for Instagram. So here we are.
Yeah.
So a bit about me. I matriculated in 2014 and I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my life.
Yeah.
And I've been bouncing around jobs, and eventually I ended up at One Life Church. Yeah. And there was this super cool guy there. His name was Tristan Kern, and he put this book in my hand because I think he could see I was struggling a bit with the workload. Yeah. And it was called Getting Things Done. Yeah. And he was like, you should read this book. And I was like, I've never read a book that's not really I've never read a non-fiction book and enjoyed it. I read this book and it literally changed my life. And I was like, okay, I'm going to become the most organized, badass person on planet Earth. Yeah. And since then, that's what I've been trying to do, is become super organized, become more effective, and become a better version of myself. And it's really, that book really changed the path of my life. Yeah. In school, I was always a super disorganized kid. Like, I was a kid that would pitch up to a lesson and say, does anyone have a pen and a piece of exam pad paper for me? Like, I was that disorganized. Yeah. And I think Tristan putting that book in my hand sort of changed that mindset of, I wasn't the disorganized kid. I was the guy that can change. Yeah. And I think that's part of what we want to teach on this show, is that no matter who you are, you can become better. Yeah. And you can become more effective. Yeah. 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 So that's just about a bit about me.
Yeah, that's so cool. So I'm Mtoko Kumete. I'm a second year university student. Matriculated 2017, took a gap year because I kind of didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And took a break, took a pause, and then started studying the following year, and so second year studying a degree, which I think is so cool, and so I come into this as someone who has always been passionate about communicating, has always been passionate about speaking and talking to people. I've always loved the idea of spending time with people and talking to them about different subjects that we don't commonly talk about. I personally want to get better in whatever I do. I strive to become a better person each and every single day. And I believe that we are called to more in life. I believe that there is so much more in life that we can do and that we are called to. And so I guess that's where I fit into this picture of Precipice. And that's a little bit about me. And I can assure you that over this journey that we're going in, you will hear a whole lot of personal stories about me. And some of them will be super funny and some not so much. But I am excited. And so I guess for a moment, can we talk about what is Precipice? Ross, what is Precipice to you?
Yeah, so let's just tell the story quickly of, I think it was about a year ago.
Yeah.
And Togo and I were hanging out the mall with someone else. And he basically said, Ross, if I ever start a business, it's going to be with you.
Yeah.
And so he comes to me with this idea of starting this company, and we're like, okay, we need to start a company. What is it going to be?
Yeah.
And so we had this idea of Precipice, and I read a book quite a while ago called Start With Why by Simon Sinek, and he said something really profound to me. He said, if you roll out of bed in the morning and your objective is to make money, your business is going to fall flat on the ground.
Yeah.
And I believe that so much. So rather what we've done is we've decided, let's take a meaningful cause that we can get behind, that we believe in,
Yeah.
and worry about trying to figure out like how to make money on that later on. Like, doesn't even need to make money immediately. No, we've got this meaningful cause that we back and that we believe in.
Yeah.
And that meaningful cause is that we believe in redefining success by making people more efficient and more effective.
Yeah.
And so to me, Precipice is this meaningful cause that we can really get behind, and we really hope that people listening at home can get behind. And we honestly don't know where this thing's going to go. I'm excited to see where it is going to go. But for now, it's a platform for us to learn more and share what we've learned.
Yeah. And I love what you mentioned with if you get up out of bed in the morning and your sole reason is to make money or whatever it is, then maybe you're not going about life correctly. And I think that applies to anything. It doesn't just apply to business. But if your reason for getting out of bed in the morning is to make money or whatever it may be, then maybe your reasoning isn't correct. And so I guess that's where Precipice also comes in, is that we want to change our whys. We don't want our whys to be that we're making money. Because I mean, so many people think of success as making money and having the house or having the car or whatever luxurious item that it is that you want. But we believe that our why is so much bigger than that. Success is so much bigger than that. It's so different to that. It doesn't have to be that. It can be so different. And so success for a nurse could be seeing the people that she's taking care of getting better and leaving. Success for a teacher can be seeing the children that she's educating or he's educating pass and move on to the next level or have more knowledge than what they did at the beginning of the year. And so that's what we believe. We believe that when you get up in the morning, you don't think of success as working hard just to get the money, but it's working hard to become a better version of you. That's what Precipice is. We believe that success to you is becoming better, is becoming more efficient, is becoming more productive. It's becoming a better person. It's joining us on a journey and that's our goal too, is that we become better. We don't want to be stuck in the same place for the rest of our lives. We want to make a difference to who we are and hopefully to who you are. And so that's what we believe in, and that's the journey that we're wanting to go on. I wonder for a moment if we could just look to the future. Imagine the future. We're 90 years old on our deathbed, and you look back on your life. Would you want to look back on your life and see a life full of regrets, full of pain and stuff that you wish you would have done? Or would you want to look back and say, man, I'm glad I put in efforts to make my life better? You see, Precipice isn't something that you could maybe listen to and tomorrow you'll see instantaneous results. If that's what you're looking for, I'm sorry, that's not what we're giving out. but we're giving out little steps that can help us become better people in the long run. That it's the little steps that we're taking today that will make us better tomorrow. And that's what we want to do. I don't know about you, but I want to look back on my life, maybe when I'm about to die, and say, man, I'm glad I did X, Y, and Z. I'm glad that I put in steps in my life to make me a better person. Not just for you, but for the people around you, to better the lives of others. And so we're glad that you're with us on this journey, and we're hoping that as we go, we can become better people, more efficient, more productive, and just better in the long run. I don't know, any final comments or thoughts?
So you spoke a bit about taking the small steps, and speaking of small steps, a series that we're currently going through is habits, and that's been our last Instagram video, and it's probably going to be our next podcast. It's going to be our next podcast episode. So I'd strongly encourage you guys to subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to it, and check out the next episode. It's going to be on habits, and I loved what Mtoko said there, that we're not giving you the solution, we're helping you go on the journey, and we're also going on the journey. And you'll often see on YouTube and Instagram the 7-minute 6-pack workout, get abs in 30 days. Quite honestly, that stuff is a load of rubbish, and it's not going to happen. And we want to break through those lies, and we want to really help people see that success is a thing that's built on good habits, but also defining what your success is. So we would be super pumped if you guys came with us on this journey, subscribe to this podcast wherever you're listening to it, and gave it a good rating and shared it with your friends. That's a super cool way to show us your support.
So thank you so much for listening to this, and we're so excited to have you on our next episode. Goodbye.